After finally arriving at the Broadville Forest Camp on the southeastern edge of Windy National Park in Uganda, it was time to be shown to our room. With the elevation being over 2,000 feet, it's a lot higher than the 500 feet we're used to in the Chicago area, so you will notice some heavy breathing. Well, and I like to eat a lot of pizza. This camp is amazing. It's a forest full of monkeys all around. And here's our tent at the edge of the camp. Perfect. All right, room tour. That's the pudding, not a gorilla. And we have this. Our view is the forest. We have shower. We have toilet. We have sink. We have bathtub. We have window. All kinds of options here at Windy Forest. Check out our view from the porch. Very cool. It's awesome being surrounded by nature. Nature including a lot of bees. So we're gonna have to be careful walking around. After dropping off our bags, we decided to go up and look for chameleons. Recent research has discovered that there are now 16 species of chameleon in Uganda. We would be happy just to find one. And look, our tour guide from camp has done just that. It was so well hidden. Our guide decided that we needed to see a closer look, so he's reaching out to it with a stick. It climbed right up on there, and here you go, a chameleon from Uganda. Now please, never interfere with wildlife on safari unless you're instructed to do so. So very interesting. Just look at that brightly colored insect eater. You can see how those front feet have 5 toes, with 3 fused one way and 2 fused the other way. Perfect for holding onto branches, or holding onto the pudding. Well, let's put it back so it can hunt insects. And check out this other one nearby. Look at those colors. Our little stay in the forest here is off to an interesting start. Thanks, chameleons. It's time to go back to our tent. Looking for monkeys. So yeah, it's cool having the last tent until you get into the forest, because then you're up against it. So it's kind of neat. We've had that before in Kenya where we were like the last tent into the like savanna area, so you get animals coming right up to you. It's so nice to have one of my favorite primates viewable from our tent, the colobus monkeys. We have colobus monkeys right from our porch. I love those grumpy looking little faces. I'd be grumpy too if I lived in a forest that had chimps in it ready to eat my face off. It's so neat watching these two jump around. And then off they go. We spotted them.
They're right there.
Spotted another kind of monkey. Maybe these are blue monkeys. When the monkeys are too hard to video, there's always a killer bees by our tent. After a long day of driving, and after all this primate excitement, one of us says it's time for a nap. She's so happy to have a husband that acts like a child. But as we're laying here in bed, we're hearing a sound we are familiar with and, well, disturbed by. As zookeepers, we both know what chimps can do. But it seems like they are moving the other way, which is okay with us. But if you wanted to see some, check this out. Chimpanzees are a species of great apes. They are indeed our closest relative in the animal kingdom. We're closer to chimps than gorillas. Why, we share 99% of the same DNA as chimpanzees do. That's incredible. Now, due to how their muscles are laid out, they're a lot stronger than us. We all know they can rip our faces off with ease, so you gotta give them a lot of respect. And sadly, mankind hasn't always done that, with mistreating captive chimps in the entertainment field, invasive research, and in the pet trade. They make me a little nervous, but I can still appreciate them. Why, here's me with the chimpan legend herself, Jane Goodall. See, I'm down with chimps. So the chimps out there in the forest have moved on, and let's settle back down at camp at the fireplace. Ah, the entertainment has arrived. And as we listen to him kick out the jams, here comes the soup. The soup in Africa is just on another level. It's always so good. The main course is chicken, and then the dessert is some kind of crepe. All good. We discuss tomorrow's activity with our guide, and then hit the trail back to our tent. Hope no chimps are around.
Yeah. So yeah, whenever going to Africa, this is what you need. Whatever this does, it's good. Oh yeah.
Even though the bed was nice and warm, I could hardly fall asleep. I was so excited that tomorrow I would finally see wild gorillas. Ever since I brought a date to see the 1988 movie Gorillas in the Mist, I've been dreaming of seeing them in a forest of Africa. It's 6 a.m. and it's thumbs up time.
Ready to go grill trekking. 6 a.m. breakfast. Perfect.
Ready to go gorilla trekking.
So from here we will learn where our starting point is, and then we'll drive to our starting point and then go out for the trek. Somewhere out there, there's gorillas.
We're a little early to the meeting location, so that'll give us time to read up a little on gorillas and trekking. Now it's time for dancing. We're given a quick briefing and then divided into groups. We had hoped to be placed in a group with a few older people so we wouldn't have the longest hike of the day. We're all meeting up here, and our group of around 7 tourists and a few guides, porters, and rangers drove around 20 minutes to our hiking spot. I'm so excited. All right, let's enter the Ugandan jungle. As our head guide contacted the rangers who were near the gorilla troop, we learned we had about a 2-hour hike in store for us in some very steep terrain. Fun times. But we'll stop every so often just to take in all the beautiful scenery around us.
So far, so good. So far, so good.
This is like a dream for me. This hiking stick is saving me a lot of energy. I'm so glad I accepted to use one.
They go on their path. The gorilla.
And it's also letting all the creepy crawlers know that I'm coming. I do not want to see a black mamba on this hike. Now there are around 350 species of birds here and 120 species of mammal, including forest hogs, civets, leopards, and forest elephants, of which we are seeing their droppings everywhere. And here we have a nest where a gorilla once slept.
When they are there, that's where they pull.
And after about 2 hours, we're told that they're down there. Somewhere down there is the gorilla troop we are assigned to. Even the most tired people in our little group are now picking up the pace, as we are getting ready to spend an hour with wild mountain gorillas. Now, since we're so near to the troop, and since we're so closely related to gorillas, we can easily spread disease to them, so it's time to mask up and walk slow. Somewhere in the brush up ahead is a female gorilla. Our first wild mountain gorilla. And there she is. Look at her. And if you like her, just wait till you meet the rest of the family. Thanks for watching.